Unit 3. The Unit 3 consists of packages, interfaces, and exception handling. So first topic is the packages. So Java packages consist of classes and interfaces and sub packages. So there are the two types of packages. One is API package or built-in package. Second one is a user-defined package. So built-in package means already pre-defined. User-defined package means it is defined by the user. So here there is an example of built-in package, that is Lang, AWT, JavaX, SwingNet, IO, and utility SQL. That means based upon your need you have to use the built-in packages. So Java packages main advantages, it categorizes the class and interfaces and removes the name collisions and uh, provide the access protections. Here the Java package that consists of the sub package and sub packages consist of the classes. So here is a simple example of Java package. Package, that is my package. Package is a keyword, name of the package is my pack. Here class name simple. So through if you want to declare the class within a package, how to use the access modifier as a public, and main method will be started system.out.println welcome to the package. So how to compile the Java package? Java cd directory, Java file name. So again you have to specify the name of the class, that is a simple.java. Okay, next, how to access the package from another package? So import package dot star, import package dot class name. So third, fully qualified name. There are the three ways to access the package from the outside package. So first one is import package dot star. That star indicates to access all the classes and the interfaces, because it will be the accessible but not sub packages. By using the keyword import to used to make the classes and interfaces of the another package that is accessible to the current package. Here the example, here the package name as a pack, public class A, public void message, you have to print the hello. And import pack.star, that indicates to access pack.star to access all the classes and interfaces in the package. So the main class B, main method will be started A object equal to new of E, that is obj.message. Here it displays hello. Second way to access the package name dot class name. That means only declared class of this package will be accessible. So package pack same similar, but import pack dot a. That dot star indicate it access all the classes and interfaces, but a dot a indicates to access only the class A. So class B as the main method as here started. So A obj, that object equal to new of A, that is obj.message, it displays the it display hello. And third thing is a fully qualified name. So then that means you have to only declare the class of this package will be accessible. Here no need to import, keyword is used to import the package. Okay, straight away you have to access the package through pack.a obj equal to new pack.a, that is fully qualified. Next topic is the interface. So interface is the blueprint of the class. It's just like a class, but main aim of the interface is you have to achieve the abstraction. So why we use the Java interface? There are the three reasons. One is the abstraction, multiple inheritance, and achieve the loosely coupling. How to declare an interface? Interface name that consists of data and methods. Simple example of the interface. Here I created two set of interface. So interface printable, that is void print, interface showable, void show. This is the interface definition. So to access the interface, implement the class A. That is class A implement the printable and showable. That is the interface name. So void print, you have to define the void print and define the void show. Okay, so if you want to access the interface, means you have to specify the access modifier as public. Okay, so main method will be started A obj equal to new of A, that obj dot print obj dot show. That means it will display the hello welcome. And next, there are the three methods to used in the interface. First default keyword, second static, and then private. So default means used to define the method with the body inside the interface. So another name of the interface is defender methods or virtual extension methods. Okay, so here the interface drawable, void draw, default void message, default method. just I print default method. This is the interface definition. So normal interface definition, it consists of only the void draw. That is the default, that is the abstract method. But I defined through the default method, that is the default void message. And create the class rectangle that implements a drawable. So public void draw, it should print the drawing rectangle. So the main class will be started. So through interface, through by accessing the class through the interface, that the interface name is a drawable d equal to new of rectangle. So d dot draw, it shows the drawing rectangle. D dot message, it shows the default method. Next, static method. So static method is belongs only to the interface itself. It does not inherit by implementing through the classes. Okay. So static method in interface. First you have to define the interface. So void draw static int cube of int x, that returns x into x into x. So class rectangle implements a drawable. So public void draw system.out.println. So drawing rectangle. Okay. So main method will be started. So drawable d equal to new of rectangle d dot draw. So system.out.println. If in case d dot cube you access, means it does not able to access because it's a static method. So if you want to access the static method through the interface, so interface name is a drawable dot cube of 3. So here the output is d dot draw, it shows the drawing rectangle. Drawable dot cube 3 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3, it will be shown 20. 27. Next, private method. So up to Java 7 and 8, the private method is not supported in the interface. Java 9, it will be supported. So the main aim of the private method is to avoid the code duplication and also reuse the code only within the interface. If you want to share the say common code with inside the same interface, that is the main aim of the private method. So simple example here. First of all, I define the interface. So interface, my interface is the name of the interface. There are the two methods. One is the default, another one is the private. So default void display message. First method is a greet, that is a private method. Second thing is system.out.println, inside them a display message. So second thing, private void greet, it shows the display message hello from the private method. So class demo implement will be started as the main method through the interface. So demo d equal to new of demo. So d dot display message. Here the d dot display message will be as a default message. The first method is the greet. That greet will be display the hello from private method. Second line inside the display message. And exception handling. Exception handling is a powerful mechanism to handle the runtime error so that the normal flow of application can be maintained without any interruption. So exception means event that disturb the normal flow of the program, that is the exception. That exception to be handled, that is the exception handling, to handle the runtime errors. So there are the three types of exception and exception. One is the unchecked, checked, and error. So checked means directly inherit the throwable class except the runtime exception and error. That is a checked exception. But unchecked means you have to the class inherit the runtime exception. That is unchecked exception. Error means it is irrecoverable. That is called as a error. Okay. There are the this set of keywords is very important in the Java exception. First, try, catch, finally throw, throws. That try to specify the block where we should place an exception code. Try can't use the try block because the try block followed either catch or final. So the catch block is used to handle the exception. It must be preceded by try block. Okay. It can also be followed by the final block. So the finally block is used to execute the necessary code of the program. That is a final block. That means whether an exception is handled or not. That is the final block. Throw is used to handle the throw an exception. So throws means used to declare the exception. That is the throws. So here the very basic example. So int a equal to 10, b equal to 0, c equal to 10 divided by 0. It is not to be handled because this is not an exception. That means this is not apply the exception general program. Okay, but it shows the error. Okay, because it's 10 divided by 0 means 0, not anything not divided by the 0. So for this problem, you have to apply the exception handling. First, what the exception uh, that will be written in the try block, and catch exception will be handled. And finally, if in case you're using the finally means, it will be execute the program. If you want to handle the arithmetic problem, that is arithmetic exception. If you want to handle the null, that is a null pointer exception. Here there is any number format problem, that is a number format exception. If in case your array size is out of bound, means array index out of the bound exception. Okay, uncaught exception is, it's a special private method used to handle the exception. So on the thread class in which exception occurs, it just to terminate the thread. Okay, and try catch block final block. Okay, that's all about the exception handling. The main thing is try catch finally throw throws. Okay, and throw throws. Okay, finally block of how to handle the final. So when an exception does not occur, when the exception will be occurred, and when the exception to be handled but not handled by the catch block. And the next thing is the Java string. So Java string is basically an object that represents the sequence of character. So string is the sequence of character. So an array of the character works same as the Java string. Okay, so the character name equal to, I have to individually specify the characters. Okay, the string s equal to new of string. There are the two way to define the strings. So string class can provide a lot of method to perform the operation: compare, concatenation, equal, split, length, replace, compare to substrings, etc. So by accessing the string class, java.learn.string. Okay, uh, there are the two ways to create the string object: by using the literal string literal. Second thing is the new keyword. Okay, for example, string s1 equal to welcome, or string s is equal to welcome, string s2 is equal to welcome. It does not create a new instant because all the things are the same. The double quoted things are same, that is a literal. By using the new keyword string s equal to new string of welcome, that creates the two object and one as a reference variable. Okay, this is a simple example. String s1 equal to new of string Muthu. String 2 is equal to Muthu. That is a literal. Okay, if you want to specify the double quotes name, that is a literal. S2 equal to Kumaran, that is literal. So system.out.println 5 plus 4 and system.out.println Muthu plus 11. Okay, so this is the way to access the string methods. Here there is some example list of string methods: character, caret, int, length, and then boolean constraint, and then string join, string uppercase, string lowercase. Okay, string to lowercase locally I, how to specified location. Okay, and string trim. Okay, so these are the string methods. Combine, lower to uppercase, character array is blank, is empty. Okay, that's all about it.